So this guy here. So this guy here is... That's it. Now this guy here, he's forever sitting on that tree, tweeting all day long. Well, man, really. But, I don't know. Sometimes pissing me off. Well, I was only joking. I do like listening to bird song. It can go on a bit though. Right, my name's Ian. Welcome to my shed, and I'm going to pick up a little bit where I left off in my last video. So, I'll make my way to the shed. Can't be on too long. Ow! We got focus. We got Raphael Scrapper doing a premiere shortly. We have the Jude Rocks, who's live. The Beard 16. Focus that. Let's do some wood turning and a few others. Music that I listen to in the background. However, this is what we're interested in, isn't it? What did we end up with doing all those hair dryers, hair hood dryers? Well, we ended up with a pile of aluminium on the floor. Some of it I basically ripped apart. It was a pain. I ended up a massive dirty mess on my workbench. You know, unfortunately it's steel, you just sweep it clean. There was the articulated arm, which I said I may keep, which turned out to be, well, frozen, seized, solid, so it got cut up and be thrown in the light iron thread bucket. That allowed me to get this nice stainless steel sleeve, which don't know what I'm going to do with. Oh, make a giant whistle. How about that, eh? Maybe. What an imagination. Let's put that down there. Inside that tube was a big spring, tube, threaded at the end. I'll probably keep that. You never know. I still want to do some metal art, and you look at that and you think, well, I take that spring off like that. Could that maybe bend it, and that maybe could be the backbone of a metal sculpture. A horse, a pig, who knows. What else we get? Well, yeah, we got a couple of these older electric motors, which I think will definitely be copper. The black one, which was wired up wrong, which had the heating element in it, that was obviously not a lot newer, and I'll be surprised if that is copper. And the oldest one, the one with the, well, the one that I showed working, had this nice chunky capacitor driven run motor. So nice chunky aluminium fan blades on it. I keep motors. I'll probably keep that one, scrap the others. I'm going to clear this mess up because there's a couple of pieces there and there I want to talk to you about. Oh, well, that seems to have worked rather nicely. Doesn't always do so. Right. Okay. So basically, you all know I stripped some welding torches. This is a welding torch. If you take the shroud off, you take the tape and the gas diffuser off. This piece is called the swan neck. Dismantle it, you have this. And that's which usually has an iron sheath on it, but if you take that off, you end up with a very nice length of solid copper. I found that the easiest way to do that is, of course, using a hammer. Of course it's using a hammer, but we need a bigger hammer. So I tend to find that it's easier to put that on there. Straighten it. Get a pair of mole grips on it, and then just and you can just peel that off. And voila, a very nice solid piece of copper. So I've repositioned you, I've shown you that. The other thing I picked up, when I picked all those fluorescent lights up, I picked up a load of ballasts. It's not a transformer, because it's only got one windings in it. These are relatively easy to strip. You just kind of get a chisel, an hammer of course. This works, just give it a like that, and you can just knock the outer coverings off. Like that. Causes a mess, but right. Now that's like relatively easy, because if you can see those, they're wrapped round that coil like that. And then I got this one, and this one causing me grief, because when you look at that, as I started to knock it to pieces, they're not in two pieces like that, they're in one piece like that, which means you've got to knock them all off. And then if you can, that will focus onto there, knit properly, you'll see that the coil, that the inner core is hooked over. That is giving me some grief. I have to say, I ain't certain how to strip that at all. If I can keep bashing them off, or I can bash it off a little bit, and then maybe rip one apart and pull it off one at a time. So if anybody, many scrappers out there know how to very quickly take one of those apart, I'll be interested. I'm going to do it the long way, of course, with the hammer and a pair of snips. All that just to get a little bit of copper. Let me reposition you. So once you've done all that, you get all the copper, but then you've got to get rid of all that mess. So I'll clear my bench. Here we go. So we've still got to clean the aluminium up, but the main thing is we have now got a tidy bench. But we all know what happens when you get a tidy bench, don't we? That means you've got to put something on it. So in my case, it's gonna be some more bloody plugs. You know, if anybody out there in the UK wants to buy some pretty good quality used 110 volt 16 amp site plugs, I'm your man. Right, it looks like I'm going to be busy for a while, so you lot, I'll see you around somewhere in the next video. Ian in my shed, and see you soon. Still take care, stay safe, be alert, because England needs alerts, wherever alert is. See yous.